Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Travel Mole broadcast. And I'm delighted this afternoon to have Richard Forde, who is the chairman of TIPTO. Good afternoon, Richard.
Hi there. Good afternoon to you, Graham.
How are you doing?
Yeah, really good on this wet and windy Monday. All good. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Well, TIPTO's been going for some considerable time, Richard. I'm sure you're not the first chairman. You must have been about 10 years old when it first started. What does TIPTO stand for, first off?
So it's actually our 25th year. Yeah, it is. I wish
All
at 10
right.
years old, you're flattering me. Yeah, and at Newmarket, we've been here 14 years as members of TIPTO with my other hat on. It stands for officially, back in the acronym was Totally Independent Professional Tour Operators. We also don't just work with independent agents now, but that still stands for face-to-face training for the industry.
Excellent, excellent. And it would appear that, in the onslaught of virtual, Zoom, all the other technology that we can do, so we can sit like we are now, sit in our little offices or in our kitchens and talk to each other, that face to face still has a place.
It certainly does. From an operator's standpoint and TIPTO's standpoint, we're at full capacity. We've got 25 members this year, and operators wanting to join us. And then for agents, actually, the number of agents attending each event, so we're averaging about 58 at each event. We could actually take more, but there's capacity issues, and obviously you can then lose the quality of training if you're rushing people around. And with so many new people coming into the industry now, there's quite been a changeover with COVID. People want to learn. People want to gain that knowledge to get those sales, get the sales across the line.
So, well, I'd say there's still a place for face to face. What is it that you actually do? You have a TIPTO, as I understand it. You have a road show. You go around to various parts of the country. You have tour operator representatives, travel agents turn up, and they take on training for those individual products. Is that right?
That's right. This year there's going to be 36 events. The core that you've just mentioned, the road shows with the sort of the traditional speed dating format of 10 minutes going around, that's still probably 70% of the road shows, but there's also and they're in the evenings. There's also training days as well, which is as it says in the daytime, where we get a lot more home workers come to those. And then something we've brought back since COVID is what we call the super shows. We're a little bit more of a fun element, a bit more of a marketplace where you get all the operators in. They're not on a timed speed dating basis, and you can then get numbers of over 100 or more at these events. Yeah.
Excellent. And you mentioned earlier that you're not 35, you're a little bit older than that, but the thing has been going for 25 years. Is there anything special you're doing this year to celebrate this 25 years?
We certainly are. There's going to be a couple of VIP events in the summer, which will probably revolve around a day at the races or an afternoon tea, somewhere like that. And then there's the first week of July, we're going to, as you say, I've been chairman now for 2 years, not the first, won't be the last. We're going to bring like a chairman's lunch, and we're going to bring all the old chairmen back and to the original originators of TIPTO and try and get everybody together. If we can track everybody down, that is, and
Yeah,
just so we can talk back about the old days and how TIPTO has evolved.
excellent. And do you see any innovations coming this year? I've mentioned virtual, but is there any innovations coming in the way you approach training, the way you approach these events?
I don't think there's an innovation, it's an evolution of it. When TIPTO, I say, originally was independent, and then we let multiple agencies come in about 8 years ago. But the big change for me this year, since I've been a member, is home workers. So you're now getting 45% of attendees are home workers because of the changing face of the industry. And then it's a mix, isn't it? It's a mix then of those different events. And we've still got online as well. We've still got training modules on the TIPTO website, which agents can do. And again, they can also book appointments afterwards with various suppliers. It's a great introduction to them.
One of the things I've often discovered when I've spoken to people from TIPTO, and indeed people that have gone there, is the way that quality is maintained. Is quality of the tour operators that are actually there as members, also quality of the agents from a tour operator's perspective. What they don't want is necessarily fly-by-nights turning up that just turning up for it. So how do you operate? How does that work?
So from the operator's point of view, if an operator wishes to apply, it goes to a voting process with all the other operators, whether they can come in or not, and they have to give what what arrangements they've got, what commercial arrangements they've got, what bondings they've
Hmm.
got, so we know that they're prudent,
Bona fide,
etc.
yeah.
And of course, and then for the agents as well, we've got a networking. Like you say, we're not getting the fly by nights, and we cap numbers of certain agent groups, so it's a nice mix on each night of
Sure.
certain groups. So there's never more than six of, say, uh, one group, one Minipal, or one home working group. So you again just, and what we'll do is we'll speak to the commercial leads at all these groups and make sure again they are the right members attending.
Excellent. Finally, if I was a brand new home worker or I was a brand new retail agent in the high street and I'd never been to TIPTO, but I'd like to go, what are the processes that I would need to go through?
So it's getting in touch with Lorna Willis Edwards, Spirit Event, who she's now taken on the mantle of running TIPTO. You can either do that by getting in touch on Facebook groups, social media, or on the TIPTO website, and looking at the diary, seeing what events are coming up, and pop your name down to register.
Sounds good. And you said you might go to a race course meeting for the 25 years. Newmarket in the frame for that, is it?
That would that would be that would be synergy, wouldn't it? Nearly Newbury actually is
Oh,
looking
Newbury. Okay.
one of the Newbury is looking one we've done there before and it's been very good. And then we'll try one up north as well if we can. Hopefully York. We've got a good core of agents there, and it's a nice race course. And that's a great networking event, even if you're not into horse racing. It's good fun day.
Excellent. Well, thank you very, very much for your time, Richard. And it's been a delight to talk to you. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the very best of luck.
Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you at an event soon, Graham. Nice talking to you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye
Bye.
bye.